Hello,
Hi,
welcome to our channel.
welcome to Mistresses of Mayhem.
I'm Inam.
I'm Siobhan.
We already said welcome.
We already said welcome, but welcome again. Double welcome.
Cool. So we had our first activity, Jiu Jitsu.
Yes,
How was that?
it was awesome. It was a women's self-defense class taught by the one and only Gary King. It was fun. It was so much fun. I think I laughed more at you and your sister than anything. If anyone ever questions sibling rivalry,
I mean, that was not the intention. The intention of that class was really to get into self-defense, but self-defense also counts with sibling rivalry. So
well, you are defending your person.
there you go.
Yes, so it counts.
Yeah. Cool. So, what stood out for you the most besides Mila and I's kicking ass?
Oh, you kicked so much ass. Probably the whole theory bit before about rather avoidance than confrontation, and I think a lot of and it was very practical steps.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people tend to glance over that rather and go straight into.
They go into what? Okay.
So you don't go straight into that, but rather go by what was it? Cooper's colors, Cooper's warning colors. What's it called?
Yes, the colors.
The color chart, the robot chart.
Yes.
Sorry, traffic light chart. Also the bit about weapons, where if you carry a weapon, make sure that you are able to retrieve it quickly and defend it.
Yes.
So the baseball bat scenario, not a good idea.
Yeah. No, it's not. No, it's not. I think for me, what stood out, I mean, when you mentioned that traffic light symbolism, it's literally from going from green. If you like, your awareness is at a low, you chilled. You're chilling at home, sipping on some wine, having a good time. You're not worried too much about your safety.
Yeah.
But as soon as you leave the house, maybe you're walking down the road, it's still not a dangerous place.
But you're just slightly more aware,
Yeah.
so you go to yellow.
You go to yellow, and then, some random person walks, towards your direction, then your alertness goes up a notch, so it's like orange.
Yes.
And then depending if they look shady, you might be like, oh, maybe I should cross the road, or do I have a weapon on me that I can use to defend myself?
And at that point, your weapon should kind of be reachable and almost in your hand.
Yeah. And then essentially, this is all before you think of any, kick-ass self-defense moves. It's that level of awareness. Yeah, and then when essentially shit hits the fan, you in the red zone.
That's red.
That is do or die kind of situation.
So this is where Star Trek helps me a lot. No, seriously. They'll go, Captain to the bridge, and then say, let's choose one. Let's choose Voyager. And then Captain Janeway comes there and she's like, report. And then they go, oh, there is a wiggle woggle vessel on the smiggle swoggle. And then she'll go, on screen. And then it's like, Captain, they've armed weapons. It's like, red alert. And then whoop whoop. And then everybody knows it's all hands on deck because there's a red alert.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, and sometimes they go amber alert, and then they know proceed with fucking caution.
Yeah.
Shields up.
Yeah.
Weapons at the ready.
There.
You see what I mean?
No, it
Star
makes
Trek.
sense. It makes sense. It makes
Real
sense.
life.
Real life, yes. So essentially, when you start using the self-defense is when you're in the red zone, but there's this other stuff that you need to be aware of before you get there. So little things you can protect yourself, like being cautious, being aware, walking without,
Yeah.
looking
Don't
at your
be
phone.
so. What was it? Task.
Yeah, don't be consumed in a task. It could also be something like you're in a car park, your car keys are in your bag. You wait until you get to the car before you start scrambling in your bag for it. At that point, your awareness and alertness is like at zero. So you want to be as alert of your spaces as possible. I mean, being a woman in South Africa, it's quite a reality and it's a scare. So essentially, once you get to the red zone, then it's all these kick-ass moves that you can use. Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. What I found really, really awesome as well, what they mentioned is that generally attackers want an easy target.
Yeah.
Nobody picks someone because it's a struggle.
Yeah.
They want an easy target. So
Yeah.
it's exuding that air of confidence, but not being cocky, because then it's like, bitch, I'm going to take you down a
I'm
notch.
gonna come for it.
Yeah, come at me, bitch.
Come at me.
And then also the element of surprise. So if you are constantly on alert, but I mean, you don't want to constantly be on alert either, which is why it's those scales,
Yeah.
because then you get fatigue.
Of course, and anxiety is on at like 100. That's insane.
Yeah, constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You're like a squirrel that just downed caffeine. It's like pop, pop,
And cocaine.
and cocaine.
Don't know what a cocaine scroll would look like. Anyway.
I might pay money to see that. Yeah, so it's just avoiding the being aware,
Yeah.
and making sure that you are not the easy target.
Yeah.
Basically.
And then when it comes to the distancing element, it's like if you do have a weapon, whether it's pepper spray, a knife, or as Siobhan would like to walk around with a baseball bat.
I would love that. I really would. But
You would look crazy.
I am, but it's okay. But it's like, what Uma Thurman with Kill Bill, she had that.
Yeah, because that
katana
is
strapped to her back.
that is Quarantino. Everyone looks crazy.
No, everyone is.
Everyone is.
Yeah.
That's the nature of his movies. But yeah, it's if you have a weapon on you, you see this random coming towards you, you need to sort of judge how close you are to them if you can actually use your weapon. Like if they're far away and they have a knife, you're not gonna wait until they come towards you before
Before you try and kick their ass.
before you try to kick the ass. Also, it's
No, then you
self
tail and run.
yeah, it's self-defense. It's not kicking ass, like asking for it. So you trying to judge the distance. Can I run? Can I walk away? Can I, alert other people?
Yeah.
And then the closer they are, the more difficult it becomes.
The other thing that he mentioned that was really, really cool was pepper spray, to make sure that it's a direct stream.
Yes.
And also that it's with the wind,
Yes.
not against the wind.
Yes.
As you may be slightly impaired,
Yes.
you may pepper spray yourself,
Yeah.
which would, help your attacker.
Yeah.
It won't help you, but
Exactly. And it's also important to know how your weapons work. I mean, I own pepper spray. I've never used it.
Yeah.
I also have not practiced how I would use it. I just have it. Like,
Nor have I.
I'm just like, if I need to use it, I'll use it. But now I'm thinking, I don't know how the hell that thing opens up. Like,
I know mine's a direct stream, so I know that it's the direct one. It isn't the.
Yeah.
It isn't the one that covers you in
That
mist,
just-
like you perfumed in a pepper bomb. No, it's not that one. And I figured out how you press it, but I have not tested it.
what if you press it when you need it and then it just goes,
Like a little dry cough. Go,
that would be very disappointing if you really need it.
then you take it and you mush someone with it and you run.
Then you just throw it aside and get your jiu-jitsu action on. I think that's the aim. So we learned some nice moves to protect ourselves in any red zone situation. We focused a lot in sort of woman-centered self-defense moves. And that's because of the vulnerability that is associated with being a woman. The person might be stronger than you, they might be faster, you might be in a situation where they're not just trying to take your phone and leave, they're literally trying to, impose themselves on you.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of the moves that we did were from on the ground. So to escape a situation that might not be great. And which was interesting to learn that actually you have quite a few options of fighting yourself out of a bad situation when you're lying on your back.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can really incapacitate and hurt someone.
Yeah.
Very badly. Pop a shoulder, choke them out.
Like, break their arms.
So fun.
It is. Like, I felt super empowered after, I mean, I've done it more than once now. And each time I'm just like, oh my goodness. I want to break someone, but I mean, I don't go break someone. I just feel like I can.
If you were to given the option.
If I was given the option, I'm just like, I dare you. Like, you don't know what I'm capable of right now. And it hypes me up. I like it.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me. I'm ready. Come through. Come.
Every action has got a counter, has got a counter, has got a counter, and the only way that you get used to that is repetition and repetition and repetition.
No, definitely, that was quite interesting for me. But what I like is that, well, I am assuming that a lot of bad guys locally are not jiu-jitsu trained.
Not that I'm aware
bad
of.
guys. So I feel like it will naturally give you an upper hand when and if needed.
I do believe so, but it brings me back to the thing that this should be taught to women in schools.
Yeah.
To girls in high school, primary school. It is a natural thing and it makes you feel so empowered. It gives you a sense of confidence that you are able to defend yourself in a situation when you feel vulnerable.
Yeah. No, definitely. I definitely enjoy that. I mean, it made me feel a tad bit safer.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
yeah, it's like confidence.
I feel like I can stand up for myself if a situation would ever arise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Enjoy. Oh, you know how weird it is? Because I'm so used to rolling with Gary that with Barry, I'm like, dude. Because he doesn't.
That is so cool.
Oh, the Uka.
Yeah. Like, these angles are insane.
You can see he's a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
Throw this leg over and roll over.
Oh, I should have worn a rashi under my vest. Oh, there was a fly.
Oh, I thought you were just going crazy.
No, well, that is normal.
It feels like a mechanical process, but I feel like after you've done it like 100 times, then it becomes natural.
Yeah! You did that so well. And I think you enjoyed that part a little bit too much.
It's not every day you get to choke someone. It's nice though. It's, yeah.
Oh my god, you two. Fuck. It is the... Listen, your sister was far too into this.
She just wanted to kick my ass.
Nice.
Slowly. She just wanted to kick my ass. And I mean, I had to tap more than once.
I saw that she didn't let go immediately when she tapped.
No. In her mind, she's like, I would not let the criminal, tap out.
I don't know if it's that or revenge that she was after.
I don't know.
Yeah, yes, that's uncomfortable, hey?
No, that
Arms are not supposed to do that.
no, they're not. So being overly dramatic. And then she kicked my ass, and then the multiple taps again. And this is where we learned how to, what is that?
Escape a bear hug.
In action.
Oh my god! Yes! You fucked her up.
And this is the behind one.
Yeah.
I like how Barry lets himself fall.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's one thing I love about the...
I struggled with letting go. Like I don't want to fall.
You can't take me down.
I know this one I like.
This is so effective.
Yeah, as you can see.
Wow.
As you can see.
Yeah,
as
tap,
you can
tap,
see.
tap,
Yeah.
tap, tap.
Give me my money. Give me my money. She's not letting go. No. She's not letting go.
No. Was this us rolling at the end?
Yeah.
Oh crap! I tried to get on his back, and then I misjudged.
This is so you guys learn how to essentially block every move the person makes.
Every move has got a counter move, and that counter has got a counter, and that counter's got a counter. So you need to kind of go with the. He was a difficult dude. The thing is, Gary also kind of leads me so that I can learn. And this guy was not giving.
He was just like,
he was
nope.
just not like.
There we go.
And choke.
Let's choke him.
Like, how long would you need to do that to make someone pass out?
Well, the main thing is you need to get the carotid arteries here, close them so the brain's deprived of oxygen, but not long. It goes quick.
That is so dangerous. so dangerous, so insane, but so much fun.
I do a martial art called Brazilian Jiu Jitsu or Gracie Jiu Jitsu. It's a very practical martial art. There are some stand-up bits and pieces, but a lot of it is on the ground within that kind of grappling distance, which is very practical for self-defense. Obviously, because if an attacker attacks you, they're going to be right up and close in your face.
When you're teaching a woman's self-defense class, what are the first key things they need to know about getting into a class like this?
A lot of people say, oh, I don't want to do that because I need to get fit first. You don't. And one of the most important elements really before any of the physical techniques is understanding avoidance and awareness. You know, I've been able to identify suspicious characters, distance control, weapons use, all of those things are actually very, very important. And only when those have gone wrong should any physical techniques be used. But yeah, in preparation for a class like this, really there isn't much that you need to do. The techniques are very practical. They don't necessarily involve lots of strength. They should be all about body mechanics. And just be nice and relaxed and take it all in, you know. But the thing is, with most techniques, it does involve a certain amount of repetition, because under pressure it's very difficult to do a technique if you're being attacked at the same time with the adrenaline and everything else. So the key, I think, to any of these techniques is to repeat it afterwards as much as you can.
Why a woman's defense class? How would you prepare it differently to a bloke?
Obviously there's the rape thing, and there are certain positions that Jiu-Jitsu lends itself to, and you know, someone being in between your knees is a perfect example of that. It's actually a strong position, because from that position as a Jiu-Jitsu person, you can pop shoulders, you can choke someone, you can roll them over, and also if it's a ladies' self-defense class, it cannot be something that involves you being stronger or faster or more coordinated than the person who's attacking you. So it needs to rely on things like body mechanics and technique as opposed to brute force and strength.